the quality of people in the program is amazing. So my top advice is definitely to make use of the people in the program and to work together. The key word is teamwork, collaboration. So you can exchange study notes, you should definitely read each other's essays, and even do study groups together. It would definitely help you cover a much wider range of material than you can do by yourself. Second, it's also important not just to study hard, but also to have some quality downtime to relax. There is an enormous amount of societies and clubs going around in Oxford, and it's very important to sort of participate in this social life. Finally, the third tip is more strategic. The program is set out in a way in which the first 7 months are really the months where you should really engage with every single week, every single topic, be active in class, and try to really soak up as much as possible. But then during the last 2 months, it's really crunch time. You have to sit down, work on your dissertation, and sit down and be really strategic with your exams. And of course, by that time, vacation is just another word for study time. From the very beginning, I knew I was interested in tackling the diplomacy of the financial crisis. And of course, it took me a while to formulate the actual research question, and ultimately the theoretical question became, how do global crises affect transformations in global governance institutions? So how does the legacy of crisis management during a particular global crisis lead to a particular outcome in terms of policy making? And in order to tackle this question, I focused very much on the concept of uncertainty, which seemed to me as key underpinning of the concept of crisis. And I pushed the concept forward by using literature from the fields of complex systems theory and collective intentionality to come up with this distinction of ontological insecurity, a more normative uncertainty, and a causal uncertainty about what exactly should be done and what are the cause and effect relationships. And in terms of main findings, when I applied this conceptual framework to the empirical case study, the global financial crisis, it appears that even though we made a mess of it before the crisis and a mess of it in the aftermath of the crisis, during the crisis global governance worked remarkably well. The G20 was very successful in reducing the ontological uncertainty and providing normative guidance, whereas the more expert organizations, the IMF, the WTO, the FSB, were very good at providing the solutions to the causal uncertainty and providing policy relevant advice, very often taken up by policymakers. And in terms of overall findings, what I particularly enjoyed is the fact that there was a policy relevant side to it. It sort of spelled out ways to deal with crisis and tackle global crisis. But also from a theoretical perspective, what I particularly enjoyed was the possibility to fit different concepts which were interesting by themselves into one overall framework which works together as a whole to explain an important question in global governance.